Hi everyone, how are you? So I'm doing this video today as an introduction to the program that I'm going to teach, Secrets to Weight Loss. And so in this program, we're actually going to learn about nutrition, how to lose weight, how to identify the right food for you according to your blood type. We will learn about food combination. Once you know which food is beneficial for you, I will teach you how to combine um, food together, like so you know how to make one meal in a beneficial way, in appropriate way, so that the digestion of food will be much easier and will help you to be healthier and to lose weight faster. Um, so as an introduction to this program today, I wanted to give you just a little bit of what we're going to learn in the program, and also to talk to you about the special time that we live in right now in 2020, and how we're all changing our structures, change, and how it is related to nutrition, how we cannot stick anymore to one menu or one structure, and that we do need a structure actually. I believe that anyone needs a routine, a structure. It's very healthy for us, for our mental health, to have a form, to have a routine, to know what are you going to do tomorrow or during the day. But I really believe that today's structures has to be very flexible. um, you do need, I believe, to have a structure where you can move and evolve within, to grow within, not something that will make you feel limited, but quite the opposite, will make you feel that you can play with things, with your food, with your nutrition, that you have something that you can stick to and yet play with it. I can tell you that I love it. I love that I know my structure, I know what is good for me, I know the food combination that I eat every day, but also as I change and as the energies change in my body changes day to day, I can play with it. Okay, I'm experienced enough right now, as I want you to be, that I can play with it, and I don't stick to one menu. I will never tell someone you should eat this and this for breakfast and this for lunch, and so on, because it never works. It makes people feel that they're very limited, and it will never work. One day they will want to break the rules. So what I really wanted to teach you is more a way of life than something very strict. Um, Actually, I was also talking about it in my previous video, that we as people usually tend to stick to one habit that we have, to agenda, to a belief, to a nutrition. I can see it with many coaches, many spiritual people actually, that they are so believe in their knowledge and their message that they sometimes forget to be open to other things. And I believe this is the only way to live right now, because as we see this year, um, was very hard on everybody. Everything that we knew, all the routine, the structures, our jobs, our day-to-day life, all changed. Like the universe forced us to change, forced us break habits, to break the rules, to wear masks. We thought we will wear masks, right? So I really believe that we as people, we have to be open enough and flexible enough to changes, to explore other ways than what we usually do. And I also strongly believe to do it also with our nutrition, to explore and to be open enough and not to define ourselves only to one way. Okay, for example, I really don't like these definitions that people put themselves in, like I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian, I'm this, I'm that, because you're not only one thing. Let's face it, we're so many things. We usually are contrast with this thing and also the opposite of this. And this is what makes us all very weird and unique. And I say weird in a very good way, because I remember myself always feeling kind of a weirdo with other people. Like 15 years ago, when I started with Chinese medicine and my new nutrition, and giving up on animal products, and trying and exploring, people looked at me as I'm weird. I remember that every time that I had dinner with people or lunch with people at work, or family or friends or whatever, people always looked at me and like I'm the weird one in the group. Okay, what is she eating? What is she? Always my eating, my habits was an issue. I don't know. I was always an issue, and I felt very weird. And I really believe that every one of us feels weird in a way, in a way. And up until now, it was like something to be ashamed of. But now, I feel this is 2020, like gave us the freedom to express um, our weirdness, our uniqueness, and everybody is special. Everybody is here for a purpose. Everybody is here to express himself in a unique way. And so this is why I don't like the strict definitions. I'm coming back to nutrition now. I believe that we should be open enough. The fact that most of the time I'm vegan doesn't mean that I can eat fish when I want to, when I go to dinner, when I don't know, or cannot eat dairy products from time to time, you know. So what I really want to teach in this program, Secrets to Weight Loss, is how to be flexible enough and open enough, and to give you the knowledge that you will be an expert of your own nutrition, and you can play with it. You can play with it however you want. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like 2 years ago, when I studied nutrition health, which is basically based on vegan nutrition, it says that our body is smart enough to heal itself without medication, if we give it the right conditions, if we give it the ideal conditions, like good food, good sleep, emotional stability, then if we give ourselves these conditions, our body can heal itself naturally from almost every illness. And so I remember that in this food, we also talked about food combination, which I'm going to teach in my program. And I remember that my teacher told us that fruits are best, it's best to eat fruits on an empty stomach in the morning as breakfast. And he's right, basically, because it's like the continuous of the night of fasting, of cleaning the body, as fruits almost don't require any digestive energies. They are very, very easy to process. And it's very good for people who suffer from constipation, for example, and it's good in general. And so I tried it for a while because he said so, and I believed him, and I really believe it's true. But for me, it wasn't working so much. So although I know, because I was very hungry, when my breakfast is only fruit, I find myself at 9 o'clock in the morning thinking about lunch. So eventually, after a week or two, I say to myself, okay, it's not working for you. Maybe it's really the right way, but for me, it's not really working. And so I change it. But now from time to time, I can get back to it, but it's not like a strict rule that I have to eat only fruit for breakfast because this is the natural way and my teacher told me so. So this is exactly what I want you to be. I think we're all weird enough and smart enough to find our own way. And this is exactly what I wanted to give you, the knowledge that you can use however you want, and decide for yourself what is good for you and what is not good for you. So what I also want you to talk to you about, so yeah, I also wanted to talk to you about body signs. Signs that we should pay attention to when we feel, and we will know that when we have these signs, these body signs, it's like an alarm that something is wrong and we have to pay attention. We have to change something emotionally or with the nutrition or with the way of life, because when we experience the signs that I'm going to talk about, it's like the body alarm, and we don't want to wait for the big illness. We want to prevent it in early stages. So I'm going to talk about really 2-3 signs because there are so many, but I just thought about the most important ones that I know of, that I pay attention of. So first one is, as I mentioned before, constipation. Really, really, really important to clean the pipe. This is like the first rule of detox. This is like the first sign of health or illness. Because when we suffer from constipation, it means that our body is full of leftovers, is full of toxins. And I already talked in one of my videos about the connection between the guts and the brain, and how the guts affect our brain. And so when we suffer from constipation, it means that our guts are really, really not in a good shape, full of leftover, full of toxins. And this is, I think most of illnesses can start with constipation. And when we take care of this, we can remove many, many, many illnesses in our body. I'm talking about infection of the intestines like Crohn's disease, colitis, many, many others. So constipation is the first body sign that you have to pay attention to and have to take care of it and remove it. Another body sign is skin issues. When we have all kinds of rashes, red rashes on our skin, wounds, infected wounds, allergies of the skin. This is really a sign that we have toxins from within, and the rashes and the allergy are actually are good because the body is trying to take it out, to take the toxin out, but it's a sign that we are full of toxins that are trying to go out. It doesn't always work. So we have to pay attention about what we eat, and to look for the source of the toxins that causes these rashes on our skin. Another very important sign that you have to pay attention to is sleep. How do you sleep? Some people have trouble to fall asleep. Some people fall asleep very fast, but they wake up a lot during the night. Some people have really find it difficult to wake up in the morning in a normal hour, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, which is a normal hour to wake up. If you find yourself really struggling with waking up, it takes you like 2 hours and 3 coffees to feel awake, it means that your body are full of toxins. It's very, very on your body to start itself in the morning. So this is another very important sign. Falling asleep and waking up is more connected to the blood situation. I will talk about it more in my program. Blood situation means maybe a deficiency of blood, or blood full of fats, full of toxins. This is something that I cannot say in general, but sleeping is a really, really important sign for you to pay attention to. And also various symptoms like lack of energy, anger, blurred vision, like you see black spots in front of your eyes, PMS for women. If you have too many cramps, too many stomach ache, if your mood is really swinging, PMS is something to pay attention to. And hair loss. Hair loss is also something to pay attention to. So this is the body signs that we really have to pay attention to. And to change the nutrition. Change the nutrition accordingly, because it means that something in your routine is not working well. Another thing that I'm going to talk about in my program is how to know what is the right food for you according to your blood type. And I'm going to talk about the 4 blood types, and each one of them, we will divide it to food which is beneficial for you. Beneficial means like it's basically like medicine. That if you eat if you're ill right now, if you have any chronic illness, and you stick to only the beneficial food for you, you can actually heal yourself. It's like taking medicine, but naturally, of course. So we will talk about the 4 blood types. We will define each one of them because each blood type has their own characters. Each blood type has the good workout for this blood type. Okay, like for example, blood type O came from the hunters who were running in the woods, in the forest, and hunting animals for eating. So they're more aggressive by type. They need more of an aerobic workout to release tension, versus blood type A. Blood type A, the roots are from the farmers, the first farmers. They're the first blood type. They're the first vegetarians, because actually what's best for them is to eat what they grow on the land. They're farmers. And so if you think about hunters and farmers, it's completely different energy. So the farmers, blood type A, for example, need much more moderate workout, like yoga, like walking. They're much less aggressive than blood type O. So we will define the 4 blood types, and we will learn exactly what is good for every type. We will touch a little bit about how it really works, how the blood types affects the digestion. And then, of course, after each one of you will know exactly a list of which kind of food is good for you. We will talk about food combination, which is very important. We will talk about why is it so problematic to mix protein with carbs together in one meal. Why is it so problematic to mix fruit and other food, like fruits and bread, fruits with nuts. I see the trend of the shakes. I see many people really fan of the shake, where they make beautiful shakes, but put inside so many ingredients that doesn't mix together, that the combination is so bad together. So it's not really healthy as it looks like. So we will definitely talk about fruits, how to eat fruits. And we also will talk about a little about the link between food combination and diabetes. Diabetes is like a pandemic of the Western world. And it's basically almost always about food, about eating too many foods, and especially the food combination. Why is it so important, especially for diabetes and blood fats, and high blood pressure, all the Western diseases. We will talk about it. It's really connected to the combination. So this is basically what we're going to learn and to touch on in my program, Secrets to Weight Loss. And if you have any question, you can contact me. You can email me. You can send me direct message on Instagram before the program. If you have any question, if you want to know if it's right for you, if it's really what you need, if you can benefit from it, or any other questions that you have regarding. So looking forward to see you, to join me. Thank you for listening.